There is a reason your mind feels tired that nobody talks about. Sometimes the noise around you is not the real problem. The noise inside you is.
What if God has a quiet way of renewing a mind that has been carrying too much for too long?
Not by pretending the pressure isn't real, but by teaching you to become still enough to hear him. This is the first law. If your mind has been crowded with questions, disappointments, money worries, relationship struggles, or fear about what comes next, stay with me. Because the quiet way God renews an overwhelmed mind may be happening in your life right now. First, God teaches you to become still. Psalm 46 says, "Be still and know that I am God." Notice the order: stillness, then knowing. We often want God to explain everything before we become calm, but sometimes he gives you peace before he gives you answers. God may not remove the storm first. Sometimes he removes the storm's authority over your mind. You don't have to solve tomorrow tonight. Sometimes faith is simply saying, "God, I don't understand what you are doing, but I refuse to let what I cannot control me." Second, God renews your mind by changing what you feed it. Romans 12 verse 2 speaks about being transformed by the renewing of your mind. Renewal isn't only about what God takes away, it is also about what you allow back in. If your mind constantly consumes fear, comparison, arguments, and negative voices, peace becomes difficult to hear. So create moments where God's word gets the loudest voice. Before the phone, before the notifications, before everybody else's opinion. Give God the first conversation of your day. What you repeatedly allow into your mind eventually becomes the atmosphere you live in. Third, God may use a quiet season to rebuild your inner life. Think about Elijah. After the wind, the earthquake, and the fire, God revealed himself through a gentle whisper. God was not absent in the dramatic moments,
but Elijah recognized him in the quiet. And perhaps that is what is happening to you. You've been asking, "God, where are you?" But maybe the better question is,
"God, what are you teaching me to hear?" Sometimes God makes the room quiet because he is preparing you to recognize a voice you were too distracted to hear before. And here is where it becomes personal. Maybe your mind is overwhelmed because you've been trying to control an outcome that belongs to God. You keep replaying yesterday.
You keep predicting tomorrow, and you are missing the grace God has placed inside today. Jesus said in Matthew 6, "Do not worry about tomorrow."
Tomorrow matters, but tomorrow has not been given to you yet. Today has. So breathe, pray, read the word, do what is in front of you. Leave tomorrow in God's hands. Peace begins when you stop demanding today's strength for tomorrow's battle. And maybe spiritual renewal isn't God suddenly changing your circumstance. Maybe he changes the person standing inside those circumstances. Same situation, different perspective, same pressure, different peace, same unanswered question, different trust. That is spiritual renewal. So if your mind has been overwhelmed lately, don't assume God has abandoned you. Maybe he is drawing you into a quieter place. A place where the noise gets lower, your faith gets deeper, your perspective gets clearer, and your heart learns to trust him again. The quiet season is not where God forgot you. It may be where he is teaching your mind to rest in him. If this spoke to you, comment yes if you're choosing God's peace over the pressure to figure everything out. And subscribe to the first law so you don't miss what God is building next in your life. Remember, your mind may be overwhelmed today, but God is not overwhelmed by what overwhelms you. And that is why the quiet way God renews an overwhelmed mind may be the very thing he is beginning in you right now. The fourth, stop carrying what God never gave you. There is another reason your mind may be exhausted. You may be carrying responsibilities that belong to God. You're trying to control people's opinions, control the outcome, control the timing, control what tomorrow will look like, control whether everything will work out. And somewhere along the way, you forgot that God never asked you to be God. He asked you to trust him. You were never designed to carry the weight of a future only God can see. Think about how often your anxiety begins with the words, what if? What if I fail? What if they leave? What if the opportunity doesn't come? What if everything goes wrong? But faith asks a different question. What if God is already there? You don't know what tomorrow holds, but God does. And sometimes the greatest relief doesn't come from knowing what happens next. It comes from knowing who will be there when it does. The fifth, stop mistaking waiting for wasting. And here's another quiet way God may be renewing your mind. He's teaching you how to wait without believing you're being forgotten. Because an overwhelmed mind wants movement. It wants evidence. It wants something to happen now. You pray and check for results. You believe and look for signs. You wait and start wondering whether God has changed his mind. But what if this quiet season isn't wasted time? What if God is doing work in you that cannot be rushed? A seed doesn't look impressive while it's underground, but underground doesn't mean inactive. There is something happening where you cannot see it. Just because you cannot see movement doesn't mean God has stopped working. Some seasons are not about acceleration, they're about preparation. And preparation can feel painfully slow when you're desperate for progress. But don't despise the quiet. The roots are growing before the fruit appears. Your character is being strengthened before the responsibility arrives. Your faith is being deepened before the answer comes. The season that feels like nothing may be preparing you for everything. So stop measuring God's activity by what you can see. You may not have the breakthrough yet, but that doesn't mean God isn't building.
The person who will carry it. And perhaps that is the renewal your overwhelmed mind has been waiting for. So perhaps God is not simply trying to give you a quieter life.
Perhaps he's building a quieter you, a person who can stand in uncertainty without falling apart, a person who can wait without losing faith, a person who can face pressure without surrendering their peace. God doesn't always calm the world around you. Sometimes he teaches you how to remain calm because you know who holds the world. And if your mind has been overwhelmed lately, take this with you. You don't have to figure everything out today. You don't have to carry tomorrow today. You don't have to understand every season before you trust the one who brought you into it. Give God what you cannot control and let him renew what you can no longer carry. Comment yes if you're choosing God's peace over the pressure to figure everything out. Subscribe to the first law so you don't miss what God is building next in your life. Because your mind may be overwhelmed today, but God is not overwhelmed by what overwhelms